All right, welcome back. Today we have on offer. This is something from Venice Gallerie, who is not quite as well known as Santa Monica Close Up. He doesn't he doesn't go into the depth of things down on the boardwalk, but he has offered us some Daisy videos in the past. And today on this video, this was posted a few days ago, earlier this past week, he has offered Daisy a ride to what sounds like a temporary place she is staying at until she goes to her step up Santa Monica apartment, which will be happening in a few days. So she's got housing. That will be a whole nother thing that will eventually be happening. See how that all pans out, works out, what that's all about. So today we're going to, okay, this one, oh God, this one's over a half hour long. Settle in, folks. So I was going to kind of chop this one up a little bit too, because there's things I really don't want to sit through. But you know what? I thought to myself, let's just go for it. There may be some little nuggets along the way. We can stop and observe. So we're going to push through this. And this is, his name's Gary, by the way. So he's the one driving, of course. And we'll listen in as they move along to her apartment, place she's staying. Temporary place.
But go ahead and ask.
Yeah.
Are you still married?
No, I was married 1 year, 1 week, and 1 day.
That had to be
Do you
Prince
want to get
there.
married again?
No, I learned my lesson. I do not take monogamy. I have a beehive, and I have three main kings: Jim Morrison, Big Ben, and Cross.
Yeah, that's another thing that's happened now is that she's got new dudes or dudes that have been in the background that have now moved to the foreground. And there was some discussion about Big Ben, who seems to be maybe the main event, the primary, as it is called. We don't know much about him yet, except he seems to be in the aerospace business. I'm not sure exactly what he does, if he works at JPL. Wondering is she? I heard that she actually has a Tinder account. That is something I've not been able to verify, so I don't know where she's finding these people. Certainly, they could be people that she talks to, because she's out in public a lot. So she could be finding them at the coffee houses, and I don't know. Maybe she does have an online account. And what was the Jim Morrison? Don't know anything about him per se, except how he looks. And Cross is still hanging in there. Cross is still he's something is worth it to him to still be connected. Also, that phone call video that I had posted where she was really chewing him out, reaming him for some crime or sin or one thing or another. She was threatening, yelling that she wanted to talk to Georgia, the woman that he was seeing. That you know, she really was pushing for Georgia's phone number, really haranguing him about this. And then in another video I listened to, skimming around, she said she had no intention. She was never going to call Georgia. It was all. So it's just something to get him riled up, something to get him upset, drag him through the mud, torture him a little bit, and he's still out there somewhere. But maybe he'll fade off, find somebody else.
And all good's coming back.
That is true. It sounds like he's coming back to the scene. Now that'll be cool. That'll be cool. I think it's like in March or whatever, job or job interview or something. I don't know. But we'll throw him back in the mix. Why not?
Perfect Prince and the Disney Prince are the only princes.
I don't think I know who the perfect prince.
And do they know about each other?
Yeah, Cross and Big Ben hung out a couple days ago.
Are you going to try to live with? Oh no, you're going to get your own place.
For $52 a month. Hi, Randy. And right now you are driving me to my new place because I just moved out of where?
Out of a van.
That's right. I just moved. I just lived the van life. There was a amazing soul at the beach who gives people a place to live, and he's a secret, kind of like Santa Claus. No one really knows who he is. We call him the van lord, and he helps people to have a place to live like me. So my friend Mary the mermaid talked to the van lord, and they all got me housed. So that's where he picked me up from. And it's amazing because for a couple $100 a month, you could have a place to live.
Okay. I don't know if she's referring to, was a landlord was collecting rent from her, or
and for me, that offered me safety.
Yeah, maybe he just charges people a little bit of money.
And a lot of other things. What were you going to say? Yeah. You want to know how much it was? Yeah, how much? It was 300.
It's funny how she forces people to interview her.
100, and you could get like a not a very nice one for $250 or a really nice one for $400. Yeah, but mostly it's like between $300 and $400. You could get a really nice van, and so I was living the van life.
And who can they contact?
There are people here in LA who do own like RVs, and they rent them out. So you have a whole street full of RVs, and they're all owned by one person. He rents them out to homeless. There have been some cleanups happening, but not nearly enough around here.
Why would they contact me? Who's they?
So you can, the people that want a van.
Oh, you gotta talk to the van lord. So you gotta talk to Mary, or you could come and talk to me. Mm-hmm. Or you could talk to Jennifer Nana. You know Jennifer Nana, my friend. Well, anyways, Jennifer Nana also, she could contact him. So, you guys.
So how was life in the van for 2 months?
Life in the van was cold in the morning. Now, so the main difference is being able to wash my face every night with hot water and being able to shower when I want. And the other main difference is that in the morning in the van, I tend to like nest more. Like I want.
Thank God she's able to nest more. Question here is she's saying she's able to wash with hot water and take a shower because she was in a van. She moved away from the beach, the little, tent thing she had set up. Now she's in a van. She can take a hot shower. How is that connected to the van? I'm wondering what the...
I want to lay down more, but when I got my own spot, I want to get up, get out. I want to like get out as soon as possible. So it is kind of nice how the van is like...
It would seem like it would be the opposite.
I know, right? You'd think you'd want to get out of the van.
Right.
I actually want to hang out in my van.
Huh.
But in my place now, I don't know, because it's kind of... I don't know, I just feel like I could hear everything that's going on and by the beach. I liked the van life.
How cold was it?
I'm hungry. Let's stop at Whole Foods.
God.
I'll get you something. I'll steal you something.
There you go. There you go.
I'll take the security guards hostage and tickle torture them and kidnap all of them and get a hunting party. Let's go to Whole Foods.
All right. You know what's coming up here at Whole Foods.
I'm not in a hurry.
I'll do a speech.
Yeah, see, that's the part I wanted to skip, but I'm just going to push through it. We'll push through the speech.
Is it okay if I wait in the car?
Guess what happened last time I came? Last time I came, the president of Whole Foods was here, and I was already hyped up and wanted to do a speech. And the security guards go, "The president's here." Isn't that cool?
The president of
His
Whole
name
Foods?
is Bob. Yeah.
Oh.
And he came up to me during my speech. Mm-hmm. Come in, film me.
Yeah, come in. So, president of Whole Foods came over to her. Well, she's got friends in high places.
No, I'm
I'll have you know.
Come on, Gary.
He doesn't want to go in.
The superhero goes alone.
She's trying to pressure this dude into following her in there so that they can all make fools of themselves. But don't worry, she does go in.
I gotta take this.
He's gonna wait in the car there.
All right, there's security. All right, security, let everyone know. Hey, let everyone know I'm gonna do a speech. Good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna do a speech. Get everyone ready.
You know, her hair could either be behind her shoulders or she could pull it out in front of her shoulders. Could go either way.
Does he help you? Security guard?
No, he's gonna alert all of them. They love Venice speeches. Oh, they love it. They get so excited. Can you pop the trunk?
Okay, be careful with the
Do you want the live stream camera? Oh, you're gonna let me take it?
Mm-hmm.
David says Gary doesn't want to go to jail with Daisy. I don't go to jail. They like me.
I'm not sure why she doesn't have her own phone, because I know she's borrowing phones or having other people record her. I don't know quite what's going on with that. I don't know that they banned her from having a phone. They took her original phone away during the old days. Remember the days of summer, when she was yelling in the phone with the love bomb threat and, being hauled off to jail with John, the summer of great decisions? They took her phone away.
That was a good one.
Yeah. David, you're gonna get a tickle picture.
Questions.
Okay, you guys want to ask me questions? Can you pop the trunk? Okay, great. So, I live off of government assistance, and I have $39 left on my food card.
That is the money that you yuppies. Well, I guess here in California, I don't know how it's divided. If it's federal, might be federal. It's your hard-earned money that she's using there.
And $20
yuppies
left on my general relief. And this
more taxpayer funded.
Is how
the market economy
this
fund. Market economy card right there.
Gives back to me.
Okay, it's not the community. She says the community gives back to me. No, expand your mind a little bit. It's not a community. It's not like people hanging out, your people hanging out at the beach. They're giving you money. This is taxpayer. It's payroll tax. Comes out of your payroll tax.
Not enough. So, one of the cool things is not only am I getting housed, but they're also going to put me on disability.
Yes, disability. Okay, so she's getting rent covered. She's got enough money, I guess, for food, enough to make it stretch. Marijuana, unless somebody gives it to her, that could be. And she's going on disability. So she's getting money that, and I looked this up. I actually did a little research before I started this up. And disability absolutely can include mental illness, mental conditions. PTSD is the one that she's got going, other things as well. So they have deemed her, she can't work. She can't work. She's unable to hold a job.
I was just kidding. I said, let him know I'm back. I'm going to do a speech. I don't really feel like doing a speech now. Gary's not here. Do you guys know the president? Bob was here in the store. Were you guys here last week? When Bob was here, the president of Whole Foods? Were you guys here? I don't feel like doing this speech tonight. If I did, it would be something like, I don't have it in me right now.
It'll come. Give it a moment.
I don't know, so I just kind of all see, like I would look at this meat and be like, all right, you guys, give me some support in the chat.
Yeah, I'm about to disrupt a place of business. So guys, come on, be my cheerleaders. Start giving me support. So I love how she just directs everybody around. Do this for me. Do that for me. Give me empathy. Ask me questions about my... Wow, it's amazing. Also, I just remembered I can only record up to 30 minutes on this program. So I'm going to have to slice it at some point and pick it up. So let's continue.
Hey, you guys. Where's Bob the president? Hey, remember my speech? What, should I do it? I'm gonna do superheroes! I'm here to gather a hunting party! I know after I tell you what they are doing to our animal friends, that you will agree with me and you will want to go hunting because we don't want food that's bored all day. It doesn't taste as great as when it is feeling pleasure and freedom and joy. And maybe we're supposed to be feeling that too. Maybe we're supposed to be having more fun. I'm here to gather a hunting party, Super Squad. Who's with me?
Okay, there's something I actually want to say here. Is independently of what she talks about in her speeches, this point she's making here about um, when you've got all the animals crammed into farms, living in horrible conditions, and resulting in all the diseases that float around, avian flu and all that stuff. Because you've got millions and millions of chickens crammed in, not living their best lives. I have always wondered whether that affects the quality of the meat. Interestingly enough, and here, hey, look, I've found a parallel point here. Is the state of our food when it's alive? Does that affect us when we eat it? It's an interesting thing to explore. I probably would not be shouting about it in the middle of Whole Foods, but I think it's something worth
No, you are. Who else? Give me all the hunks. The 9 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10. Bring the biceps in. Come on. It's gonna be your glory days, gods. Let's go. What's up? You like my speech? He told me. He instigated it.
Yeah, see, somebody else. Yeah, everybody's telling her to do stuff, and that's how it all starts.
Do a speech. The meat guys, because I did one when Bob,
the meat guys. It's all their fault.
And you want to go hunting.
Meat guys.
You feel bad for little chickens too. But don't you want them to be free? They are more tasty. I want you to eat the animals.
Free range.
And I want you to eat animals that are tasty.
The thing is, Whole Foods, that's what they specialize in, is free range, hormone-free, organic food. So I don't know that she has to actually come into Whole Foods and rally for that. She should probably go to Rouse or Stater Brothers or something.
And they're not.
They sell the crappy chickens there.
Yeah, but you're a white man. You're not allowed to say anything. You have to be quiet.
The white man has to be quiet. Well, what is she? She looks like she's white, European for sure. Why does she get to talk? Is it the white women that can talk? It's the white men that can't say anything. Sorry.
No offense, but you guys kind of messed everything up. All right.
Mess everything up, including building this magnificent, store that she's wandering around and getting all of her tasty food. They mess everything up. Don't you forget it, white man.
I'm here to gather a hunting party. Who's with me? Who wants animals to be tastier because they are free? Let's go with the power and glory of our love. We'll use the most amount of care and the least amount of force. All right, I did a speech. You guys happy now? Yeah.
We weren't the ones who asked for it, did we? Or maybe somebody in the comments did ask for it. I don't know. Anyway, yes, we're happy, Daisy. Thank you for yelling in Whole Foods.
You part of my hunting party? Here we go. Don't worry, they're used to me. It's like my 87th speech. Hey, home slice. We got new school in here. Ready? Chase it. Here we go. You're new. Everyone else knows me. You're new to the party. Hey, got it. It's called a speech.
Okay. Yeah, see, okay, security guard just told her to leave. So
I got it.
They ambushed her pretty quick.
Alright, well now this is the part where you guys walk around with me the whole time. And then after. Okay. Wait until I get my food.
Remember, any attention is good attention. Maybe bad attention is better.
Thank you, guys. Hey, goddess. Can I get a chef's plate? I would love a vegan one, and I want the chili. I want to have the butternut squash as my main, and then the chili lime sweet potatoes.
Okay, so you hearing this? This is the face of disability, folks. Here in California, this is the face of homeless, needing disability, will never be able to work, and she's ordering the chef plate with all the butternut squash and everything, vegan, no less.
I know. Hey, Sabir, they're trying to tell me not to my station. See, he knows who I am. I always do this. Yeah, they're trying to tell me not to my station. Those guys are new. How are you doing today? Good. Where are you from? You're from Colorado.
Oh, my brother. She's ready for you, Vincent.
Gotta say, my queen. I will have the delicious butternut squash as my main, and then I'll have the triumphant chili, lime sweet potatoes, and then I would like to have some of that Brussels sprout kale flop. Yeah.
Your taxpayer, your hard-earned money just paid for that chef's plate. But it was vegan.
Some people are new to the party. The new security guards. I just flipped the board. This is the new board. It's another one.
So, yeah, this is the same person that complains about regularly about market economy, capitalism, and
yeah,
she's getting her free food here from Whole Foods, thanks to you.
I already get in trouble. Yeah, I almost started skating around the store, but I was like, oh, I gotta order first. But sometimes I let them chase me around the store, and some of the security guards you could fist bump, and then others you gotta run away from. You just gotta know which one you can which. All right, my queen man, just like I like it. Just your beautiful smile. Have a good day. Have a good one. All right, we gotta put lemon juice, so we have to spruce it.
There you go. You all just paid for that. Ka-ching!
You guys got me in trouble. You guys egged me on, made me do a speech. Now I got kicked out. I like coming to Whole Foods. It's like the 20th time I got kicked out. So I actually like getting kicked out.
You guys egged her on. It's people in the chat. I can't scroll back right now and see if that actually was true, but she has no self-control. So if somebody tells her to do something, she's just going to run into a store in a public place and start yelling.
So it's okay that you guys egged me on. Don't worry about it. It's cool. All right. Here we go. Give me some vinegar. Delicious. We're gonna spruce it up. Just lemon and oil. That's it. Lemon and oil. It's called a sprucification. All right, Super Squad. We did it. For $12. Greg! I just got kicked out. You missed it. Good to see you. I did a speech. And they were like, actually, you need to leave right now. I was like, this is the 20th time I'm going to kicked out. I was like, I get my food. How you doing? I got to get going. Gary's waiting for me. Good to see you. Love you, brother. I don't know.
Okay. I need to switch over so I get another 30 minutes. One moment, please. Okay, we're back. I also did a little bit of trimming down when she was paying for the food. We don't need to see all that. So we've just exited the store here. She's going to look for her driver, Gary. And this is interesting, this angle that we've stopped on. You can really see the scar here. I know she's had multiple surgical enhancements, and one of them was a neck. She was talking about this on an interview to smooth out her neck, but I didn't realize that it left something like that. That kind of a scar there. Anyway, we're going to continue on with this. Let's go for it.
Superhero. Good to see you. They tried to kick me out because I did a speech. When I gather the hunters. I'm here to gather a hunting party. Get the hunks ready. And all the hunks came out like this. They all got in line showing me their biceps.
I don't remember that part.
Have a good one. Good to see you. All right, super squad.
It's all pretend.
More of you hunks.
It's all pretend.
Good to see you. All right. Well, the same security guard that kicks me out. So now we gotta find Gary. Gary!
that voice with that little squeak on the end of it, like a little child, a little girl, pushy, bossy little girl. It's exactly what that sounds like.
See, Gary will get impatient and he will leave. But I have his phone, so he cannot. But he will get impatient and leave. That's his MO. Hey, Gary. So I got kicked out, and then I was like, look, I got kicked out like 20 times. I was like, I'm here right now.
It's really important to her that people know that she has been kicked out of things. And I wonder what that's all about, because she will often repeat about how she's been kicked out of yoga over and over again, all the classes. She's banned from all of them. And that she's gotten kicked out. She seems to use that as some sort of social currency. The fact that she's been I guess she makes such a big deal. She's just so overwhelming that she's just removed all the time. And this is something that you need to make a note of.
Can't kick me out. I'm not gonna go. I was like, I gotta get my food. I was like, you're the only ones that aren't used to my speech. And they were like, oh. Well, right after, then this guy goes, Daisy. Hey, could you hold that 1 sec? Careful of my meal.
You hear that? Was that a sigh of exasperation? Oh, I don't know. It's funny.
Oh, it's like a meal. $14 for my dinner. That's it. See, I brought my shred sled. I almost had to skateboard and run away from security if I didn't have to order my food. It's fun to run away. So,
as long as it's fun for Daisy, it's okay. If you're upsetting or disturbing other people, it's probably okay too. It's probably exactly what she wants. I don't know.
Here we are.
She's stirring shit up. That's what counts. She's a shit stirrer.
How about if you hold the phone for a sec? So I could just put my food somewhere.
How about that? How about that, Gary? There's one more thing for you to do.
So they're gonna put me in this program called Step Up. I'm gonna do full wraparound care. I'm gonna take care of my mental health. My advocate's gonna help me get visits with my kids.
The thing is her children do not want to see her. The little girl has been adopted out. Okay, Daisy is not getting anywhere near her. She is with a new family, friends of the family, from what I understand. She is taken care of. She will not be seeing her daughter. The 2 teenage boys, from what I understand, of course, this is all information that I'm getting. Everything can change, but for the most updated information I have is they want nothing to do with her, and they themselves have restraining orders against her. I have heard them through the doors when she used to have some videos where she was trying to visit the apartment that her mother and the 2 boys are currently in. And you can hear them from behind the door telling her to get the fuck out of there. Get the hell out of there. They don't want to see her. They don't want to open the door. I don't know that I ever saw them open the door once in any of these videos. She paints herself like she's a victim of that's been the whole thing, a victim of this horrible system that keeps families apart. And there's never been an acknowledgement from her that I can recall that she has done things that have made her family not want to be involved with her right now. That's the problem. Not that there's some big horrible entity, probably her white devils that she talks about, with this diabolical plan, because they're sadists, to keep her away from her kids. They do not want to see her. She abused her kids. She abused them. They do not want to see her. Maybe later when everybody's older and they're grown up, Who knows? I'd love to see what she'd be like 10 years from now. Probably not that different.
She's already in communication with my mom.
Okay, communication, already in communication. We don't even know if that's true, or maybe she tried to send an email. I don't know. That doesn't mean that the ball's rolling in a positive way. She's completely estranged from her family right now. Nobody wants to communicate with her. That is what's going on right here. And as long as she does shit like going into Whole Foods and doing her yelling and her loudmouth stuff, it's just going to continue. But she has to be in this like delusional thing that we're moving. Look, being in housing, getting into the apartment is great. I'm kind of glad just simply because she's female. Uh, well, and not just that, but she's a human being, and she should be in a more safe place than out on the beach. That was not a good place to be. So at least she has made some steps in getting into something more, solid. Yes.
I'm going to
Four walls.
like trauma healing, EMDR, all kinds of stuff. And then
EMDR. I'm not sure. Look that up.
When my mom talks to my caseworker, she will want to let me see my kids, and that will be amazing.
That is unlikely right now. But focusing on herself wouldn't be a bad idea. Take this time to focus on herself.
I'm ready. Did you guys like my speech?
No. Wait, she's asking the people in the chat.
Sammy says, you don't believe in market economy, but use EBT cards to pay.
Oh, this is good.
So, Sammy, if you were giving your meaning and purpose every day, and you were given a card that the community got together so that you could use that card to go buy food and the supplies, wouldn't you reframe that as I'm doing my meaning and purpose and giving to people all day? So I use an EBT card and general relief, which is only $220 a month. I choose to be a servant.
Okay, this is just genius. I think this is possibly one of the most amazing things I've ever heard her say. The justification, the twisted justification of this is incredible. She's saying that she's contributing somehow in a meaningful way to earn community money all day from the stuff that she does all day, the giving that she does all day. What is she doing all day? She hangs out, rides her skateboard, irritates store owners, goes into Whole Foods, yells, steals at times, bothers people, yells when they're trying to clean up, when sanitation is trying to clean up stuff. Okay, so she's kind of like a public pest in a way. And but she interprets this as, well, okay, she does her massage stuff, I suppose. People will come to her. But the community that she's talking about that supposedly is giving her a card with money on it, has nothing to do with anybody there at the beach. Whether you're, giving them a hug, supporting them emotionally, talking to them, rubbing them. This is coming from taxpayers. This is payroll tax. Go check your pay stub. You guys, your W-2 pay stubs, you're going to see disability listed on there. We have nothing to do with it. And the fact that she really thinks that she's giving all day, like sacrificing herself, while, the truth is very opposite. I'm seeing that, she's basically what is happening here. Well, she's going to say something else, and I want to wait till she says this, and then I'm going to finish this.
And literally live off of $500 a month, $280 for food, and $220 for general relief, which means it's like cash. So living like that, and it was incredible scarcity, and I managed to give Mary $100 of my GR last month. So that means, and I still have 20 left. So last month I only used 100 of it. So I live very, very humbly. I only get what I need. I needed to swing from all the way material to all the way spiritual.
Okay, that's interesting, because I was wondering whether this was some like extreme step that she was taking, because generally she chased money, very much so. Being like a what is that, call girl, escort, or whatever. She knows all the prices. She was talking about that, high end. Very, she says, don't bother with the millionaires. You got to get the billionaires. She would, go after these guys with a lot of money. And apparently she had some weird arrangement about having her last child, the little girl, in order to get $14,000 a month child support. I don't know if this was some situation where the guy, wanted to basically buy a wife, had a lot of money, wanted to buy a wife. So she's very in tune with finding the money, going after the money, and being supported. Now I think after she lost the little girl to adoption or whatever, or all of them, she went out to the beach and became homeless. Like, I'm just going to we're wiping the slate clean. I'm going to go from one extreme to the next. Not so much as repentance, but as she's saying, just a spiritual reset on everything. I'm done. But old habits die hard, because she is being supported, still being supported, even in a small, her meager way, by other people, by people in the market economy. She can't get away from that. Now, if she was able to completely release herself from market economy and not have to use my money and your money and everybody else's money for this stuff, for that Whole Foods chef's plate meal with the vinegar, then I might have some respect for her journey, her spiritual journey. But it is still, and her old habits die hard, as far as as we know, Jeff too, sweet, $34,000 bill for her vanity surgery. Not even anything, not even for getting housing or survival stuff. It was for a butt and hips. Somebody footed the bill for a butt. So I don't know whether I'm still trying to figure out where on her journey of correcting herself she is. Probably not that far away from how she's always been.
Now I'm starting to find more balance. So
yeah,
I do want to
balance.
open my own yoga studio.
Okay, here we go. We've heard this yoga studio thing so many times. Back in the day when John and her were tippity tapping out their little call to love website, which I found so amusing to watch that. Like, either of them was going to actually, able to manage anything of that scale and scope. But she's been talking about this yoga studio, which means a studio means somebody's got to pay rent, as I've discussed before. How is it all going to happen, Daisy? How's it all going to happen?
For others. So Mary and I are going to start doing a goddess heart table.
Okay, it's Mary and her. All right. We got that. So
and a God sign. And that is from 5 a.m. till 6 a.m. every morning. I'm going to set up my temple, and from 5 till 8 a.m. I'm going to be teaching every morning. And then anyone else can sign up to teach. 5 to 6 is the goddess heart table and the God squad. And we're going to share our feelings and needs. And
hurry up. We're late for the God squad. It starts at 7 a.m.
Our body. So some of us have like a back problem or this. We're going to talk about it. We're all going to know what's happening in each other's bodies, biofields, which is our feelings, and our universal needs.
I don't understand. Is this to make money? Is this for... It's not. If it's not to make money and sort of, become more independent, then it's just people showing up. And although at that early hour, I don't know how many people she's going to get. But she did, there are videos where there's a few, hangers on. A few people do show up for her to step on their aching backs.
We're going to know what needs are not being met, what needs are being met. That's the goddess heart table and the God squad. So that's from 5 to 6 in the morning. From 6 to 7 in the morning, I'm going to be doing hot yoga. So people can come and they can learn hot yoga. And then during this whole time, there will be ice water available. Right after hot yoga, I'm going to be teaching flow strokes. And flow strokes is going to be between 7 and 8 a.m. And then we will have a closing circle after that. So,
all this stuff she's talking about, because I started a business years ago. And, there's certain things that have to happen in order to gain momentum and, get this thing launched. And it's like she's talked about this thing been hearing about this for a long time, flow strokes. And I would think by now, something would have dialed in a little bit, but you got to put a lot more effort into stuff like this than just talking about it on these videos that most people don't see We see them because we know about her, but uh, she doesn't know how to generate something that's really going to pick up, even if it's not a profit oriented thing. You could start anything up and actually get a following. She doesn't have a following. She still doesn't have a steady, regular, and growing following for any of this. She doesn't know how to market it. I don't think she can't get along with anybody. She can't get along with people long enough for anything to actually bloom is the
Going to be
problem.
my focus is setting up my temple at the beach and really promoting it this time so we can get people to show up. What do you think? Who wants to come? Who wants to come to my yoga class? Who wants to see what a ninja performer I am? Who wants me to be their master? Come to the beach and let me be your master.
Is there an age limit?
We are all ageless.
Is there any restrictions?
Anyone can go, and just a desire to learn and grow.
Does it cost anything?
Nope. We're gonna make money because we're going to have a live stream all the time, like the Venice Beach camera. Okay, is this Pico?
All right. Now, hold on a minute. Back up. She's going to make money with a live stream. How does that make money? Like the Venice camera just sits there. Well, that's just a thing that they put on the side of the building. It rotates around. We don't gain any money from that. Now, is she suggesting she's going to make money from super chats? Because I don't know that anybody has donated money to her through super chat. Okay. All right. Well, let's just say that she's looking to do a nonprofit thing and she'll just live off of general relief. The thing is there's never any momentum to her projects. They never get off the ground. She's got a few people, like I said, they'll come and show up, but
okay, go straight, and we're gonna go left on Cloverfield.
Things aren't thought through. She's gonna make money off of live stream.
Cloverfield's around 26th Street, right?
And then the thought ends, and we're back to like giving direction. That's it. That was her business plan right there. That's it.
Surfboard wants to know, are you qualified to teach anything? I am a CMT, a yoga instructor, and a hypnotherapist.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what a CMT is. I looked that up. Maybe there is somebody that can tell me what that is. Hypnotherapy, anybody can get a certificate for hypnotherapy. It is not something that you need to go to like long-term college or universities. There's no, BAs, master's degrees or whatever, PhDs. It's just anybody could do that.
And I'm also a nonviolent communication coach.
A nonviolent communication coach who just last week was screaming and yelling at her boy toy on the phone, threatening him with something manipulating him, and she's a coach for this.
Certified in many different.
Does she coach people on how to do it? Because then, hey, we might have some sort of business here.
Teachings, and I'm the master and creator of Flow Strokes Healing Arts. And I mapped out the whole entire body. Flow Strokes, you basically do yoga on the body. And I identified a lip in between the tailbone, the coccyx, and the sacrum. And when you hook onto that little lip right there, and then you push on the top of the spine, you can decompress the whole spine, pop it out. It's like chiropractic healing work that we do together as a group. It is innovative. It will replace sex work. It will heal us. There will be no more domination or BDSM or that kind of crap.
Okay, so you push on a certain spot that she's located down there at the base of the spine, and nobody has to go to hookers anymore. Hey, maybe if she could patent that, maybe we could use it. I've never heard of that.
Using yoga, massage, breathwork, hypnotherapy, and that's what Flow Strokes is. And I'm an amazing goddess queen who will liberate us from market economy so that our universal needs will lead the way, not merit-based systems. So instead of raising money and raising votes, we're going to raise willingness and capacity.
Wow, what an answer. Are you fluent in any other language?
Word salad.
Huh?
Which is when a genius talks and people have to really listen carefully and intently to be able to grasp the amount of wisdom that comes out of their mouth. in such a short amount of time and with so few birds. Crows! Crows! They're really smart. If they're interested and they're inquisitive, if they're curious, they will come. They're just like us.
All right. So when I watched this the first time, it occurred to me that Nikola Tesla, the engineer and inventor who created AC current and was working on wireless electricity and had ideas for wireless communication back in the late 1800s. The one that the car is named after, he was a bit of an eccentric guy, never married, lonely life, living in the hotels there. He didn't do as well financially as Edison, but he had this thing about pigeons, okay? And I just made a connection here with this. Is he fell in love with there was a pigeon, a very special pigeon that he believed he could communicate with telepathically. And he was like in love with this pigeon. The pigeon was the center of his universe, and obviously some sort of substitute for a relationship, as much as it could be. And he was an amazing visionary. He could visualize. He could put together and create and put together complicated mechanical things without making blueprints. He didn't have to write anything or sketch anything out. He just did it from his memory. And I'm thinking, here's a genius, clearly a genius, who had this thing for pigeons. All right, he loved pigeons. He'd go out and feed them, and they'd come to his windowsill at the hotel. So all about the pigeons. Here she goes, ass crazy about the crows. She also had videos where she was crying about the little baby pigeons having to drink out of the puddles at the beach. I think some of us remember that. And I'm wondering, maybe she really is. Maybe she's a genius. She is really down with city birds. I don't know. We got to think about that. There may be some connection there.
Do you know that you're lovable?
Very.
We're lovable no matter what. When we make mistakes, it's important to love ourselves up. And when people give us a body cue or some kind of cue, and it's like rejection, like, I don't want to be your friend, or I want space from you, or even if it's like a stranger and you're like trying to say hi and they're like, I don't want to say hi to you. If we could see that cue as a gift and not take it personal and be loving to ourselves in that moment, we might feel alarmed aloneness.
Are you going to go that way past Olympic?
We're going to go straight and turn left on Cloverfield, which is around 26th Street. What's your question?
But are you going to go past Olympic when you turn left on 26th?
You're not just turn left on Cloverfield.
When you turn on Cloverfield, are you going to
the way she talks to people, I mean, this guy's going out of his way. I mean, it's his choice. Obviously he doesn't have to do it, but he's still giving her a ride, stopped at the store, gave her his phone, and she's still got this tone in her voice. Man, I could not be friends with her. I just couldn't. I couldn't do this. I couldn't endure this.
I don't know, but I will take us there.
Or else I would have turned there.
I'm going to tickle torture you.
Only give me directions that are correct.
That's it. You're getting a tickle torture. Chat. What street did I tell him to turn left on, chat? I love men. You just tell them what you need and they do it.
I'm going to turn here instead.
Except for Gary.
Okay, so I am going to add a little bonus material here to the situation. We are going to take a look at the area in which all of this action and adventure is taking place. We are looking right now. This is Santa Monica. There's the pier right there. Venice is to the south, right down there. So when she talks about her place that she'll be living, the Step Up program, the apartment is right here. that's where it's going to be. Second in Arizona. There we go. And you can see it is right here. Now she does prefer Venice. There's not as much happening in Santa Monica. They may also patrol it differently. So she's just going to have to skedaddle all the way down here. She's skateboard down right to the Venice Boardwalk. Down this way. That's where all the action is, right down here. So she's got a little ways to go. That won't take too long to get to. So I'm going to take a look at this is her $52 a month apartments that she gets. Looks like it's this is cool. I like this it's an older building with the kind of 60s, the panels here. But I guess they've got apartments in there, for people that are either in transition or, homeless and need a place to live. So she will be hanging out in there. And look at this. They got a farmer's market. She can get all of her, organic vegetables here. I don't know if she's going to, there's probably a little kitchen in there. I don't know. This is going to be a new chapter as 2025 unfolds. She may not even spend that much time in the apartment. She's very much about getting out and being out and about. Out on the beach. That's where she wants to be, not sitting in an apartment doing, videos from there. So we're gonna move down a little bit here. Let's go downtown to the main area that she hangs out in, where everything is taking place. All the drama and insanity that we have been watching. Okay, the main area is right down here. Familiar places. Okay, so that's the police substation right there. We've seen her make some videos where she's come and, talk to them. This was during the Billy days. A lot of Billy stuff a couple months ago happened around here. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know whether he's in a group home again or whether he ran away or what the deal is. But there's the skate park. That's where some of those videos were made, where they were talking and he was being a real, don't like him. Didn't like Billy. Didn't like him at all. But that's where he hung out. That's what he was doing. Instead of going to school and keeping his life on track, he's screwing around with a 43-year-old, hanging around with a 43-year-old woman who does not have her life together either. I guess this is sort of the place you hang out when you don't have your life together. And let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, now this is more exciting possibly than anything else beyond following Daisy's adventures. Is look what this is. These, my friends, well, there are two sets of them, but this is one of them. This is the famous, the bathrooms were so much, look at that, dead on, like the Taj Mahal waiting down there for us to zoom in on it. You've seen these, especially in the Santa Monica close-up videos, over and over and over, the cleaning, emptying out these stalls, and then they go right back in there, cleaning them out. All the fights, arguments that have happened right here. This is it. The notorious bathrooms of Venice Beach. Well, one set of them. Next stop is Starbucks. Starbucks here, you can see in the center. It's a little bit north of all that stuff. That stuff was down there. You can just scoot your way up north, and here you go. This was a big Daisy hangout. She loved hanging out. This is another set of bathrooms over there. See, that's the other set. Let's take a look at those. I'm doing this for me. I know you guys probably don't care because this is like Daisy adjacent, but it's all part of the set. You know what I mean? It's like a movie set or a television set. This all takes place. This is the background. That's what they call it. Background. Yeah, we've seen this. This is the ones with those curvy backgrounds. They got that tile. They hang out. Yeah, look at this. There's always a pile of shit out there. Now, I don't know if Daisy, these Google pictures are kind of a cloth or a patchwork of different months and years, and sometimes they blend them together. They don't always sync up. Look at, he is just relaxing there. enjoying. It looks like a little bit of an overcast day, but we've got tons of shit sitting here. It wouldn't be the Venice bathrooms without, tons of crap. So right within steps of this, we have another Daisy set. They didn't have to spend any money building these sets for the Daisy show because they were already here. This is the world famous at this point. World famous Starbucks. There it is. I wonder if she was in there when they took this picture. This was July of 2024. She might have been in there. All right. What we're going to do here is we're just going to follow this little path here. This is also one of the classic areas here. Classic hangouts. On the set. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. He's right there. He's right here. He's only 3. All right, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. All right, so we're going to just move down. I think this is where the homeless handout is, the food. I think that's where they unload. This may actually be it. I mean, they're unloading something. But I think that's where all the stuff happened with Boston, the struggle with her and her, the day she was showing off her butt and irritating him. Okay, so I'm going to show you this right here. I am pretty certain that's Yoshi right there. I think that's his setup. I did go down there and talk to him for a while on that day I went down there. He's a very nice guy. Yeah, this is Yoshi. She was hanging out here a lot with him. That was her hangout spot right there. And I remember, yeah, because he has his artwork here on the ground. And anyway, she was very often spending time here. And then it came to an end. She was getting into some squabbles with some of these guys here. There was something caught on video, of course, because everything's recorded. And I think there was kind of a falling out, and it was time for her to move on. So that's it. I just threw that on the end. Oh wait, actually there is one more thing. Let's go take a look at this. You might find this interesting or not. Well, this takes a while. This is taking. Okay, one more time into the air. One more time into the air. May 2008. Wow. That's the only. Okay, well, this is from a long time ago. That's May 2008. This is where the Venice camera. This is now of the V Hotel. And the camera is right here on the edge of the building. That is the camera that would show us Daisy. This was from 2008. This was an overexposed photo back when they first started mapping. Wow, look at that. The quality is improved. But, she's out on that area right, way out there, actually. That's where she would set up. That's like 15. How many years ago was this? 16? God, 17 years ago now? Long time before she showed up. Venice will be there after she's gone as well, after all of us are gone. That's it for now. All right, I hope you like that. Bye.